Welcome to episode number 8, everyone, of Principal Sparks. My name is Andrew Marotta, host of the show, and I am thrilled to be back on. We're at episode 8 already, and I'm hoping you're enjoying the show because I'm really enjoying talking about principal leadership and all the good things that are happening in our schools. This is Principal Diana Bixby. She is the elementary school principal here in Milford, Pennsylvania, and she's also my kids' principal. So kids, if you're watching, make sure you're good in school. But I asked Miss Bixby to come on the show here because I had a different concept we were going to talk about today on episode number 8. And she emailed that she has tip number 124 in my book, The Principal. She has it hanging on her wall. We'll make sure we say it right. A setback is a setup for a comeback. It's not the end of the road. It's a bend in the road. And that's my friend, Dr. Rob Gilbert at Montclair State University. But what was it about that tip, Diana, that made you send that to me? And why is it hanging on the wall in your office?
I'm a perfectionist, so it's so easy to get bogged down in all the things that might not be going right or might not be going as well as you want them to go. But you have to stay positive, and you have to, every challenge, you have to meet with positivity. And it's just a great quote to keep up because you are constantly, you just have to meet it and you move on. You know, if you have a setback and you think it's the end of the world and then you just quit, that doesn't do anything for you. You know, any good leader has made a million mistakes. There's been a lot of setbacks. They say some of the most successful athletes, most of the most successful people have had the most failures. They're the ones who persevere and just keep going. And I think that's just so important because it's easy, especially when you want so much to do the right thing and have everything be great. You know, it's easy to take things and just really become bogged down with them.
It's not the amount of times you fail that counts. It's the amount of times you succeed.
Exactly.
So we got talking before the show here, and I thought of one of my faculty meetings last year where I said something, it didn't come out right. People were offended, and I heard some grumblings with the staff, and I said, you know what? Can I have a redo? And I sent back out an email. We had a redo faculty meeting, and kind of did it again. So yeah. And
I actually put that up when I had something with my staff that I didn't really like the way it turned out, and I kind of just moved directions and changed it. You know, instead of saying, oh, I really didn't do the best job, you know, I just moved directions and made it work.
So write that down here on Principal Sparks. And again, this is my friend Dr. Rob Gilbert on Success Hotline. A setback is a setup for a comeback. And it's not the end of the road, it's a bend in the road. So don't take those mistakes that you make, that you do in your schools as, you know, it's not the end. You got it. Tomorrow there's school, you're going to continue on. Everyone, you're the leader, you have to continue on. And you can share that with people in your school also.
Definitely.
Diana, the other tip I wanted to share that we talked about keeping on, right? Keep on keeping on and keeping positive are the 5 SWs. For those of you that are in sales, you might have heard this before, but the 5 SWs. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. So what? Someone's waiting, so stick with it. I got that in the book. I really like that tip because not everything you do is going to work out. Yeah.
You have to try. You have to take chances. That's the whole part of being a leader. You have to take those chances. The people that don't take chances, they're kind of stuck. So that's, you know, true leaders are taking those chances.
So what, right? This is Principal Diana Bixby. You certainly could check her out on Twitter. Diana, what's your Twitter?
I don't.
We're going to get her a Twitter. We're going to get her. I thought she had it. But I'm at Andrew Marotta 21. We're going to get Diana a Twitter account. But thanks for tuning in. This was episode number 8 of Principal Sparks. When you make that mistake, when you make that error, keep on going. You got to get through it. It's not the end of the road. It's just a bend in the road. So stay with it, stay positive, and be a great leader in your school.
Yes, definitely. Stick with it, positive, and, you know, like with our district, luckily.
Delaware Valley. Yes, I know you wanted to give a shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to Dr. Bell for really working on positive leadership and with the administrative team and focusing on that. My boss, Dr. Schaefer, Director of Elementary Ed, and there's a lot of great administrators. So we really try to focus on that, on positive. So.
Great. Diana, thanks for being on Principal Sparks.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.